guys, it's Riley. Welcome back to Fun with Riley. This week I got a family recipe here for you. My family really likes this recipe, and one of the reasons I like making it is I have a couple of dietary restrictions, and a lot of chips have those dietary restrictions in them. So this recipe doesn't make my stomach hurt, which is great. And it's super easy to make. You only need 5 ingredients. That's awesome. So what you're gonna need is rice Chex, any form of nut. We like pecans, 1 whole stick of butter, Worcestershire sauce, you can buy it at Costco, and seasoned salt. You can also buy this at Costco. So let's get started. First, you're gonna need to preheat your oven to 250 degrees. Parents, I recommend you doing that. And we're gonna take our entire box of Chex and we're gonna dump it on our sheet pan. This is a great toddler activity. If you don't want to make a bowl really dirty, you can just dump it on a sheet pan. But sometimes we dump it on a bowl for Cody to be able to mix it. He really likes doing it. And I already measured out my seasoned salt. This is 2 teaspoons. A teaspoon looks like this. I just did 2 heaping scoops of that. And I'm gonna dump this all over my Chex. Just like this. We're gonna mix it around later. Now I'm gonna unwrap my butter. This is 1 stick of butter. In a stick you have 8 tablespoons or you have 1/2 cup. So if you want to double this recipe, you'd use 2 sticks. I'm gonna unwrap mine. And then I'm gonna put it in this nice plastic measuring cup to melt it down. Paper off. No one wants to eat paper with their Chex Mix. That's disgusting. So I'm going to put it in here for 1 minute. That should melt it down all the way. While that's going, I'm going to put my nuts on here. It pretty much ranges on how much you like your nuts. My mom thinks the nuts are the best. And you can customize this recipe to whatever you like. If you want it to be more sugary, you can add more sugary options. But this is a great base recipe for whatever you want it to be. And I got my Worcestershire here. It's 6 tablespoons and it's going to go into our melted butter. I'm going to grab a spoon for the... You can just
jazz up the recipe.
You could add pretzels. You could add maybe some pistachios. Those would probably be really good. Any other nut, you could maybe add marshmallows. I've never tried that, so feel free to try anything. What else would be good? Maybe a different kind of rice Chex, maybe a different kind of Chex. I've seen a lot of whole grain, corn. But we use the rice Chex because I'm allergic to gluten. And I'm going to dump this in here. This is 6 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to mix this around. It's okay if there's a small clump of butter in there. It'll mix in as you're mixing in your Worcestershire. You're going to just pour this over your Chex. And now for Cody's favorite part, mixing everything in. Make sure you really take the time to mix everything in, or you're going to have some really dry Chex and really saturated flavor Chex. So just toss it around, make sure you get everything in there, all the salt and Worcestershire and butter mixed in on the Chex and the nuts before it goes in the oven. But I think it tastes good either way. I'm going to pop this into the oven for 15 minutes. And after that 15-minute timer, you're going to take it out and stir it and put it back in for another 15 minutes. Now, it's the hard part, waiting for the Chex Mix to be done, because you're going to do those 15-minute time intervals for 3 times, and then you're ready to eat it. See y'all then. Alright, now it's time to take it out from its first turn. What we're going to do is we're going to take a spatula and our oven mitt, parents I'd recommend, and we're going to scrape off the bottom so it gets nice and mixed together so they don't create huge clumps of metal. Now it goes back in for another 15. It's going to be our last round after I scrape it up. And I'll put it in for another 15 minutes. Smelling heavenly in here. Going in for our last 15 minutes. And then it's time to chow down. Alright, this is all ready to go, ready to eat up. I let it cool down a little bit before you eat it because it's really hot. It just came out of the oven. Looks like snack time for me. I'm gonna turn off my oven. Looks like snack time. Stay creative. See you guys next time. Bye.